2025 Topps Series 2 is just a few short weeks away. With that being said, I hope you guys don't want to go buy a lot of retail for that product. Because, especially Target today, something interesting happened. I experienced it firsthand, and I imagine a lot of you guys are going to as well. So what is going on, everybody? It is Grip and Rip back here. Another video for you guys today. Of course, before we get into it, let's plug the giveaway as usual. So at 12,000 subscribers, we'll be giving away hobby packs of whatever release is new at the time. All you got to do is be subscribed, like this video, turn on the post notifications for all the content we see or you see here on the channel, and without anything else, leave a comment down below in the comment section of who you think is going to the All-Star game for your favorite team, and I will announce the winner once we hit the goal, which is 12,000 subscribers. So there is that. And of course, join the Discord down below and go subscribe to my other YouTube channels. That is right. We just relaunched. I'm going to say relaunch because this is a channel I had in the past, but I rebranded it. GNR Collectibles. That is right. Grip and Rip Collectibles. We're going to do a lot of things on that channel. Action figures, Marvel, Star Wars, WWE, toy hunts where I go to stores and try to find some cool things. And you guys are wondering, where are you going to find where I talk about Marvel cards? Of course, 2025 Topps Chrome Marvel comes out the same week, I do believe, as Series 2. And guess what? We're going to cover all of that, all of it on that channel. So WWE cards, Marvel cards, Star Wars cards, Disney cards, all the Disney Pixar stuff, and SpongeBob Chrome. Of course, everyone is excited about SpongeBob Chrome coming out. Yeah, we'll be covering that as well later this year. So go subscribe. I'm going to put it in the description of this video, and it's on my homepage right now as we speak. Either way, let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. This one's interesting. This one is quite interesting because, honestly, I experienced this today with myself. I was very shocked to see this play out in my own point of view. So, yesterday was Saturday. Of course, I'm filming this on Saturday. So today was Saturday. And, of course, Saturday typically is my go-out day, right? I go out, whether it's to, a Pirate game, which I didn't go to today, obviously, or Walmart, Target, whatever I got to do to buy things or whatever, I go do typically on Saturdays, right? So today I went to Walmart and Target, and of course we were looking for Bowman. Bowman, is still in wave 1. A lot of people are wondering and asking me, when is Bowman going to switch to wave 2? Realistically, Bowman probably has about a week left in wave 1. It's tough to say. Like I said, you have to know your restocks, and you have to know, the amount of boxes that are there. If you don't see Bowman at your next restock, that is how you know wave 2 is about to begin. But either way, there was a bunch of Bowman at this Target I went to today. At Target, there was a bunch of stuff. I don't know, even Pokemon cards, by the way. Even Pokemon cards. I was kind of shocked to see Pokemon cards on the shelf because, of course, everyone, they like to tussle. They like to tussle over Pokemon cards nowadays. Should leave that shit in 2020, by the way. But regardless, so I was like, this restock got to be pretty fresh. I mean, typically, I've never seen a restock on a Saturday at a Target. It's always in the middle of the week, like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, never Friday or Saturday. So I was kind of shocked. I was like, really? Huh. Caught me, it made me wonder if the restock was today, Saturday, but I mean, I don't know. I don't have anyone there do I know to talk to about it. I do have friends who work at other Targets, but not that one. But either way. So My brother gets 2 boxes of Bowman and actually did really well. He did really, really well. He pulled one of the top prospects for the Padres. It's a Spanish name. It's one of their top prospects. But either way, it was a gold color match. And then the second box, he pulled a Jack Caglione, also color match. So he pulled 2 really, really good prospects in 2 boxes, both color match. Which I was like, wow, that's pretty hard to do. But either way, so he checks out first, right? And I want you to keep in mind, I saw a sign at this Target today. I saw a sign at this Target, and I put it in my Discord. So you can go see it for yourself in the Discord, if you join the Discord, in the description. 2 per person, no matter what. So, with that being said, he goes and checks out before me. We're both on the same cash register, whatever. He checks out before me. He uses cash. Easy peasy. 1, 2, 3. Bing, 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 bing. Done. Okay. My turn. My turn's next. I scan it. Beep. Out of nowhere, like the sirens go off. Sirens go off, and a woman who is monitoring the area comes up to me and says, "Sorry, sir, it's 2 per day." I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. I did not buy any. I did not buy any. My brother bought 2. I just bought 1. I just bought 1. So, apparently, and I don't know the whole details of this yet, but how this woman described it to me is honestly very, very concerning to me for a lot of reasons, and I'll tell you why. Apparently, if you scan 3 boxes of any cards, no matter if it's like 1 Pokemon, 1 pack of football, or box of football, 1 box of baseball, whatever. If there are 3 packs of cards scanned very quickly, like how my brother checked out and then I checked out in the same register, apparently the system picks it up as if you're the same person. And then what has to happen is the person who is monitoring the checkout has to, I guess, punch in a code or something to confirm you're a different person. What is that? What is that? Like, what in the world are they doing? Now, I will tell you, A for effort. A for effort. They're trying to stop people from buying more than 2. Is it a good way to go about it necessarily? I don't really know. But I find that pretty bizarre. Because we both paid with cash. I don't pay with a card. I pay with cash the old-fashioned way. I am behind in times, some people like to say. But regardless, I guess now their systems pick up if 3 boxes or more of sports cards rank up in the cash register very quickly. That's pretty interesting, I have to say. That is, I mean, again, I will give them credit where credit is due. They are trying to stop the go-around, which obviously, the go-around, because of course, like I did say, there is a limit of 2. I just saw that sign for the first time today at that store. It's funny because we're on the Pokemon section, by the way. It's not even in the sports cards. The sign, where that sign was right in front of the Pokemon cards. Not on the sports card, but the Pokemon cards. But regardless, I found that pretty interesting, where they placed it. But regardless, if you just go to a self-register, at least before this, like let's say if you wanted to buy 4 or 5 boxes of, I don't know, Platinum Chrome, Normal Chrome, whatever. All you would have to do is just buy 2, bing, 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 bing. Here's your receipt. Okay, next order. Beep, bing, 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 bing. 2, okay, next order. Beep, 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 so on and so forth. The system was flawed. That system of 2 per person per day is absolutely flawed because you can just work your way around it. Now it seems like if the register picks up, there are more than 2 boxes being scanned at a fast pace. I don't know how long it takes for them to recycle the system or whatever. But I found that pretty interesting because who's to say someone goes and buys 2, 10 minutes later, someone goes and that same exact cash register buys 2 or 1 or whatever, and they get that same message that I got today. Because it said associate on the way. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I was like, what is this? And I knew in the back of my head what it could have been, which was what we're talking about. I was like, did they really update their system to protect people buying multiple orders? I was like, is it in the long run going to work out? I don't really think so. Again, I have to say this. The only way, and I mean the only way, this system actually works is 2 different ways. And I've talked about one of them, and I have another way that could work as well. Number 1, the cards have to be behind the service desk. They have to be behind the service desk. If not, you're going to have things like this happen today with me and my brother. He buys 2, checks out. I buy just 1, and I get this freaking error code saying help is on the way. Like what is that? That's just so dumb. So I'm telling you, if you get that message, don't be shocked, because that's exactly what's going to happen. If someone buys sports cards ahead of you, like let's say 5 minutes ago or something like that, and you go to checkout as well, chances are you're going to get that error code. Regardless, it's stupid. I think they need to be behind the service desk. But again, those Walmart and Target employees do not want to put up with it. They do not. Trust me, I have a friend who works at a Target. We actually became good friends over sports cards. I didn't even know this guy until a couple years ago, and I guess he works at the exact same register, and as a matter of fact, he still works at that register till this day. We became friends over sports cards, because he's also a sports card collector, and, that's how that friendship started, so pretty cool. But regardless, he told me that employees do not want to put up with it. They do not want to put up with it because realistically, they get harassed. People fight in line. I mean, you guys see what these Pokemon geeks do. They want to tussle. They want to throw a left jab, right? That's what they want to do. Do you think a random Joe Schmo employee wants to put up with that? No. As a matter of fact, I will tell you this, and I talked about this in the past. Walmart's, maybe not so much, but Targets, I know, and GameStops have both hired private security teams. Depending on the store, I don't know how it depends, maybe population, maybe, I don't know, but they have hired their private security teams to monitor people in line because people can't freaking behave. Like, grow up. That's what I have to say about that. If you're someone, particularly pokey people, because sports card people do not do this. At least I don't think no more. Now, this used to happen, but not so much no more in today's world. This really happens with Pokemon people, especially. If you're in line, arguing, fighting, getting physical over Pokemon cards to make a couple bucks, because realistically, those people in line, I can tell you right now, 85% of the people in those lines are not actual collectors. I can promise you that right now. And that's the bottom line. That is the absolute bottom line. I can promise you that. But regardless, they ruin it for everybody. They absolutely ruin it for everyone. Because these freaking people go up to these Walmarts, these Targets. I experienced this firsthand just a couple months ago at a Walmart in Ohio. They just sit there, they look on their phones. I literally caught a guy. I kid you not, I literally caught a guy in front of me waiting for the restock to be over with, checking eBay prices of these cards on his phone. I was like, what in the world? Like, what are we doing here, man? What are we doing? And you know what's funny? It's funny. At the end of the day, the people who hurt the most from this is the kids. The kids hurt the most from this because by the time they get there, all the scalpers bought everything up. So I will tell you this. I will tell you this right now. If you have a kid who is in love with Pokemon, I would get them out of that ASAP. I would get them out of that ASAP. Introduce them to sports cards instead. Or Marvel cards, Star Wars cards, whatever. Because at the end of the day, the people who hurt the most from these Pokey people scalpers are the kids. No doubt about it. Because at the end of the day, when they get there, there is nothing left. And all the adults, the resellers, are all laughing to the bank. That's just the bottom line. That's exactly how it goes. That is exactly how it goes. So in conclusion, I will say this. I will give Target credit for trying. Is this the right way to go about it? No. Oh yeah, I forgot to talk about the second method. The second method I had, and I'll keep this one quick, is have the self-register to card only. So that way, if you can only buy, let's say you can only buy sports cards from the card only cash register. If the system picks up, it's the exact same card twice, can't buy it. That system, I think, would work a lot better than what they are trying to implement right now. But we'll see. We shall see. Either way, that's all I got for you. That's all I got for you. We're going to open this last pack from Blaster number 3. But before I do that, let me tell you about today's sponsor of the video, which is Smackin' and SeatGeek. Links down below to both brands. Smackin' Sunflower Seeds, 10% off your entire purchase. Now also in Target locations across America. That is right. Smackin' Sunflower Seeds are in Targets nationwide. So if you want to try out, they have just the original flavors. They don't have the like wacky, bizarre flavors. They have like the ranch, the barbecue, the cheddar jalapeno, original, things like that. Target has them. And if you like them, use my code, 10% off on their website. SeatGeek.com, the official ticket marketplace of Major League Baseball. $20 off your first purchase only with my promo code Grip and Rip, and we will see you at the ballpark. Next time you'll see me at the ballpark, well, it's actually this Thursday for Post Malone and Jelly Roll, but I just added a new date onto the schedule. June 22nd, a Sunday afternoon game, 1:35. This one I'm excited for. This one I am excited for. They just revealed this today. You have to get a special ticket, but because the brand new Superman movie comes out in July, Super Skeens. That is right, a Superman Paul Skeens bobblehead. I am very excited. I bought tickets literally as they announced it. I'm excited. You should too if they're not sold out by now. You have to have a special ticket to get the bobblehead. But either way, I'm excited. At least people aren't going to fight in line for it this time because you know if you get a ticket, you're getting one. So either way, Super Skeens bobblehead, June 22nd at PNC Park. About a month away. I'll be there. I will let you know where I'm sitting closer to the game. Either way, pack a Bowman. Last pack in Blaster number 3. So far in this Blaster, all we really pulled is this. All we really pulled is this yellow etched Zaire Hope number 2. Was it 75? So let's see if we can get an autograph. I mean, it would be really cool to get an autograph or something else in this pack. So let's see what we can potentially have. And I don't know. I see something. Is that a ray wave? I can't exactly tell, but you can see it, right? I don't know if that's just a ray wave or if that's just a refractor. But there is like 2 refractor-esque cards. Oh, it's numbered. It is numbered. You can see it right there. Look at that, guys. We do have a numbered card. Wow. We have a card numbered to at least 27. I think it's probably out. I think I might know what that is. because my brother actually pulled one before. I think they're numbered to 499. I could be wrong, but either way, another parallel. 2 parallels in this box. I mean, again, we are averaging 2 parallels a box. And then we have an out of 100 here, 88. We have a George Clanson. I think I said his name right. I don't know. So now we get to the prospects. Hey, Sammy Hernandez. So yeah, we are averaging 2 parallels a box, which is absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. We have an Aiden Miller. You should probably see Aiden Miller sooner rather than later in the big leagues. I don't know exactly when, but you should see. Oh my God. Oh my God. Wow. Okay. That'll play. First, this. Charlie Condon, numbered to 499. Wow. Ha 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 ha. Yes. Yes. Actually, that's 399. It's 399. Wow. That'll play. That will play. But I don't know if this is a 10 or not, though. I would say I would probably try to get this graded. Because, of course, the new card store actually close to me does do grading for like $25 a card or something like that. I'll have to ask my brother what he thinks. I'll have to ask my brother because he has like all the equipment to like really tell. That'll play. Charlie Condon, numbered to 399. There you go. I mean, there you go. These Bowman Blasters are freaking juiced, man. Absolutely freaking juiced. I don't know what to say. I do not know what to say. I don't know what to say. Buy your Bowman right now. Buy your Bowman right now. I have told you guys. Buy it right now. I've bought, what is this, $90 worth of Bowman, 3 blasters, $90. 7 parallels that are numbered, 3 that are unnumbered, and an autograph. I mean, the value's incredible. I mean, wow. Either way, I'm getting out of here, man. That's a good one. That is a good one. Let me know what you think in the comments. Wow. Either way, that's all I got for you. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you guys in the next one.